Hello Aquarius, this is going to be your August reading. Please remember, even in August there will be some planets still retrograding, so if you'd like to check your chart and see how that will be affecting you. There are places online where you can get a chart free. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, thank you for coming back to sit with me for a while. If this reading resonates with you, please feel free to share your story down in the comments. I read every comment. If not, that's okay. There are so many beautiful readers here on this platform, and there's no need to become upset or disturbed if a reader's energy is not in line with yours. You can simply turn the reading off and find a reader whose energy is in line with yours. Not every reader will match your energy, and that's okay. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what is happening for you. Chariot card coming up a lot in August for everyone. Aquarius, some of you may have trips or summer, depending on where you are, vacations going on, and there may be some difficulties going on in those trips. You may have some family quarrels going on, some power struggles going on during those travels. Sometimes when we travel, it can lighten the mood between couples, and on occasion it can bring things out that have been laying dormant between people. And I'm seeing some of that with you in August. It may not be until your return or the tail end of your trip that these issues start settling down or coming to a halt. Or if you don't have these types of travels planned, you may be thinking about wishing to leave the situation you are in, because you may be feeling like it is no longer working, and you may be looking for signs about whether you should leave, because you may be wondering if the situation is salvageable or whether it can work anymore. And this could be in relation to business or other situations, such as your relationship. There's just sort of a feeling here about things not feeling the same as they did in the beginning. You've lost that feeling of, the very beginning of things, there's a proportion of the majority of days being very good. And then if you do argue or fight or there's tension, those days are very few. And it seems like you would do anything to get back to the person. You can't see very many of their flaws. And then at some point, there is a tipping point, and it can go the other way. And then the majority of those days are fights. There are very few good days, and you feel like all you can see are the person's flaws. And you may just be thinking, if you can go on much longer like this, or if you have anything in common with this person anymore, and you may just be looking for a sign, you know, from the divine about whether you should continue with this person. As you go further into the month, you may be testing the waters a little bit about different parts of the relationship. You know, you may be looking at this person and thinking about their ego, their looks, the intimacy portion of the relationship, their family, their friends, the way they fight, the way they carry themselves, and comparing it to your own sort of pool of talents, and thinking, is it up to your standards? And you may be going to your friends and asking them what they think. Be very careful if you do this, by the way, because they will have opinions. And, you know, a lot of times our friends agree with us because they love and support us, and they want to give us the answers that we want. Or if they really truly feel that someone is beneath you, and they always have, you know, they may give us those answers. Definitely things coming up around this time, because we see the Tower. And we see, you know, lots of choices, but they're, you know, again, this card indicating that the choices are in our mind. They're not really solid choices. They're us sort of imagining what could be. Toward the end of August, going into September, a lot of tension, a lot of arguing. I don't really see a third party necessarily, but, you know, in between this love that you once had with this person, you know, you have two options, of course, Aquarius. You know, I've talked about this once in a while with this card. When you have a wound like this, if you leave the swords in, well, there's a fatal injury here, but it'll stay like this for a while because the blades that are here are keeping everything from bleeding. If you remove them, you're doing more damage as you pull them out. And this thing cannot survive very long because it'll bleed out. So of course, this becomes the thing that you have to decide on. Again, you know, this is you looking down the barrel of friendship here. Do you even decide to be friendly with this person? Is that even something you can get close to in your mind, or is this person so far beyond you that you can't even do that? You know, I think this is you at some point at the end of August and the beginning of September, thinking about what your life would look like away from this person and on your own. I don't even see you necessarily thinking about someone else. I think this is you thinking about what would harmony look like on your own. Could you build a solid foundation away from all of this? And it looks like you're toying with that idea. Regarding the person on the other end, Aquarius energy is, you really have to be a particular type of person to hold the attention of an Aquarius. And that's not a negative thing, it just is what it is. And if you can't bend and move with that Aquarius, you know, then it will be a problem. Well, this person's aware, Aquarius. They are aware that they can feel what you're feeling. So this person is intuitive. They may, I'm not laughing, Aquarius. Oh. This person may even be saving, or not seriously, I mean, just putting a little bit away in case this whole situation breaks apart. And not looking, actively looking, but I mean just aware, like it's on their radar to look for places in case everything goes haywire. I think they know on some level that their world is about to change because they see you withdrawing, they see you contemplating, they know that something is on your mind. I mean, they're not oblivious, for sure. They're watching. They're watching you. I mean, it's good. It's better to have, you know, it's better to have someone who I think is aware like that. Because if you have to have a conversation with them, it would be very nice if you could remain friendly with this person. Recovery. Everyone involved, you and this other person, would be looking at this card potentially. Let go. Well, that choice would solely be yours, Aquarius. And success. Well, that's an interesting card, Aquarius. That's what's on your mind, right? Is success at the end of that path for you after the letting go? That always depends on you, Aquarius, always. Thank you so much for sitting with me for a while. As always, feel free to subscribe, or like, or share. That depends on your comfort level. Thank you for sitting with me for a while. Take care.